why trying to collapse time in your business is actually slowing you down. Are you longing to find the fast track for your business and thinking one of these time collapsing mentors might be the answer? Well, I fell for this scam, so you don't have to. In this video, I'm going to be pulling back the curtain so that you can see what these hypey scam artists are actually offering and sharing a little bit of my journey so that you can see how chasing shortcuts actually delayed my business success for 9 years. Hey y'all, I'm Heather, and it is my honor and privilege to help coaches and healers fill their programs without having to resort to hype marketing, false promises, or pushy sales. So I know your time is super valuable, but you're going to want to stick around to the end because I'm going to be sharing some of the biggest mistakes I made in chasing what I wanted to be quick success, and also telling you about what actions I took that actually got me clients and started me living my purpose. The first time I heard the time collapsing language was in 2018. So this is not a new thing. And really, it's just fancy language for overnight success. And by then, I had been in the industry for 6 years. I was struggling, even though I had invested tons of money and time in doing big business group programs, like 100-person group marketing and business programs. And the woman that was talking about collapsing time, she was very, very interesting. For a lot of reasons. You know, she was doing a lot of the, I'm making this much money and my clients are making this much money after just one session with me, yada, yada. But she also, when she talked about strategies for business, she was saying pretty much the opposite of everything that I had ever been told about marketing and sales. And it was attractive because all the things I had been trying that I had been taught about marketing and sales weren't working for me. So I thought, okay, maybe she's got all the answers. Well, after following her for 6 months and checking out one of her lower ticket offers, I decided to take the plunge and signed up for a 5K group program. And that's where I found out what she was really, really all about. She was about hype. She overhyped everything. She talked about massive sales numbers constantly for herself and her clients and all these positively astounding results. Like she could have a 45-minute conversation with you and not only would your business get to $100,000 a month, like in the next 3 days, but your sex life would improve. Like it was just so over the top. And she really crafted this narrative that everyone that worked with her got these out of this world results, which wasn't anything new. I was seeing that in the other programs I had invested in. She just took it to a whole nother level. And the thing was, she was very charismatic and she so thoroughly believed her own bullshit. It sounded very true, right? And it was very alluring. Of course, it wasn't true. So go check the feed of anyone who's selling this time collapsing stuff. What you're going to find is 90% of or more of their feed is going to be them income bragging for themselves or what their clients are doing or results bragging. And there's going to be very little education. There's going to be very little talk about how they're doing it. Now, I'm not talking about people spilling, the beans about everything and telling you exactly how to do what they do in their post, but they should be telling you, giving you an idea how it is that they are able to create these results when other people can't. Okay. And then the second thing that she was really, really about, and you'll probably find this in anybody who's talking about quick results or time collapsing, is grossly manipulative sales tactics. I mean, just ugh. So this woman, her sales process was a mind fuck where you went into it feeling like you needed to prove yourself worthy of working with her. Now, I'm sure that she didn't turn anybody away who had a valid credit card, but she really made you feel like it was a possibility that you were going to be the person she wasn't going to work with. And that is one of the reasons why her sales conversions were so high, because people came into it convinced that she was the one, right? And they had to work for it, right? And so it really put people off balance. Watch out for that. Because the sales process should be about both of you getting to know each other and figuring out if it's a good fit for both of you, not about one of you proving to the other. The other thing is that she was an utter and complete savage. I mean, I have never met a more manipulative and emotionally and mentally abusive person in my life, which is saying something because I worked in the sex industry. Old hookers who own escort agencies tend to be like ninjas at mind games. This woman was worse. But she couched the abuse as part of her philosophy. Like it was this super tough love that she was doing just to bring out your higher self. Would you be comfortable using these types of practices to become successful more quickly? Because if you're not willing to hype and overhype, if you're not willing to be really pushy in sales, then the collapsing time thing is going to be a waste of time for you, because I can guarantee you it is those elements that are making it possible for them, and it doesn't work in the long run because people figure it out. Like people start to work with you and pay the money, and maybe you help them get some quick results, but eventually people start to see that you're just all smoke and mirrors, right? And you get a bad reputation. I found out that neither I nor anybody that I was personally connecting with in her program were getting these over-the-top fantastical results. Now, a few people claimed that they were, and some of them might have been getting some results. But you have to remember with testimonials, or even when you're in a program and people are just talking about the stuff they're doing, there is a human tendency to overhype your results because you want to impress your classmates or you want to impress the mentor, right? And like I said, none of the people I was personally connecting with were getting those kind of results. If I am blowing your mind with this content, then hit the subscribe button so you can get more of my videos when they come out. After this program, I was out another $5,000 with not a lot to show for it. At least I did learn some things, but my business was still not going anywhere. I wasted more time not finding a real solution that was actually going to start getting me clients. What actually worked for me? In 2020, I started working with some one-to-one coaches, and with that extra support and accountability, all those business strategies that I learned in the big business programs that weren't effective, I found out they actually are effective. The problem is in those big business programs, you don't have enough support and accountability, you don't get enough hand-holding, and so you try to do the things, you try to post, you try to make your offers and everything, and you're just not doing them effectively, right? So once I got one-to-one support, I was able to do them more effectively, and within 6 months, I started working with high-ticket clients, and my business became a reality. If you want tips, like practical tips about your copywriting, about how to really figure out what actually matters for your ICA and niche, how to sell with integrity in a way that feels great, click the link below for my newsletter and you can start getting some of my wisdom directly into your email about once a week. I'm not going to spam you. I did a lot of this chasing the overnight success, the quick results, the 90-day programs that were going to, make you a billionaire in 3 days after you signed up, before you even started the class. I chased a lot of that, and in doing that, it wasted a lot of time. It took me 9 years to get my business off the ground. It doesn't have to take you that long. What you need is some good, solid mentorship on just business, online marketing, and business basics. And if you do that stuff consistently, it sounds boring and it doesn't sound as neat as overnight success or collapsing time, but that is what's actually going to get you a business the most quickly. If you're wondering how you can make sales and not feel sleazy, go ahead and go over and check out this video. Want to have more sales? Stop selling. Do this instead. And it will reveal some of the secrets about how I sell in a way that feels really great to me and gets me great clients. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and click, and I'll see you in that video.